Hi guys, here's another video, a very quick one to talk about the third point about computer monitors. Now the first point about the first function of the monitor is to actually provide you with screen acreage. That means if you buy a second monitor, you now have two screens, more space to do stuff. The second feature that I was talking about earlier was that to use the monitor as a preview monitor while shooting videos. Okay, and like I said, it works great. You can take it on location, put it on a stand, you can attach a battery to it. Well, you need to modify, that'll be another video, and then use that to show you the extent of your shooting skill. For example, if you're doing a rack focus, if you're doing a creep, or if you're doing a very slow pan, the large preview monitor will help you determine if you got the shot or not. Now this is the third one, and this one is something that not many people do because maybe they don't know about it, okay? But here's what I'm doing right now. This room is pitch black, it's dark, apart from the two windows that are lighting me from the back. In front of me, if you can see in my spectacles right there, I have two screens, two computer screens which have been set to white, pure white. I have also turned up the brightness and contrast of those computer screens and turned them effectively into light boxes. All right. Now, if you are doing product photography or tabletop photography and you don't want to buy additional lights to light your products, you can use your monitors. Let me explain. If you're using a laptop, and by the way, guys, yeah, I think you know me by now. I never sell my old gear. Okay, I either use them till it breaks, or I give them away to family members and close friends. Okay, so with that said, I will always have a laptop or a desktop lying somewhere in my house as spare. As you also know, I will also have a few old monitors lying around, and these monitors more often than not are spoiled. But when I say spoiled, I mean that they have dead pixels, they have cracks. They still work, you can still see an image on them, you can still have light emanating from them, but they are not perfect, and I can't use them for actual editing and post-production and desktop publishing work, but they are still there. So sometimes if I need a large surface area and I need a very controllable light, by the way, this is controllable, yeah? I can use computer software to adjust these colors. I can create any color that I want. But right now I'm set it to white because that's how I want to shoot a lot of my product photographs. And to explain the concepts of product photography, look at that. Okay? It is very naturally a great light source for you to shoot on the fly on a cheap budget. Okay, you already have a monitor, you don't have to buy additional lights. You can just turn the monitor to full brightness, turn it to white, and then use cards, reflectors and all that to get a very flat surface area for tabletop photography. Notice I said tabletop photography? That's right. The power is just enough to light something on a table. Now with that said, I've actually used this to light interviews as well, especially for tabletop interviews. I've gone on location and I've taken my video lights with me, and my video lights died. Now I was in Chiang Mai when this happened. So I had to rack my brains and I had to figure out how to light my scene with no gear. It's Chiang Mai, guys. I could not find a video shop in Chiang Mai. I didn't have time. So I went to the IT department of the factory and I said, excuse me, my friend. By the way, this is particularly unique. It's an interesting point. This entire factory was manned by women. Unique, eh? There was not a single man in the factory. The security guards were women, the laborers were women, the guys doing construction work were women. Everyone was a woman, except this dude. Okay, and these ladies were tough as nails, and they were enterprising as heck. So what happened here was, I asked them straight up, I need to borrow some monitors. Can you help me? Within 15 minutes, my table had 4 monitors hooked up to 3 separate laptops, and each of those monitors were lit, bright and beautiful, and it shot the scene, the tabletop interview scene, and no one knew the difference. Now, the boss was there, and the boss looked at me, and the boss gave a very simple smile, and he said one word. By the way, the boss was a Penang boy, all right? The boss said one word, Lao Jiao, and then walked away. All right, in Hokkien, that means old bird. Yes, I'm old, not a bird. Point is, I saved the day with a little bit of acumen, with a little bit of experimentation, with a little bit of knowledge. Knowledge which you now have. So, if you've got a monitor and you need to do photography and you don't have lights, seriously guys, there is no excuse not to do this. All right, remember, product photography, interview setup, if it's during the day, use a window. That's fine, I keep telling you that. Window lighting is nice and beautiful. But if you don't have a window and you want to shoot an interview and you don't have enough light, your computer monitor set to brightest contrast. See, I'm just putting the monitor off the screen. Will do the job as well. All right? Well, there you go. Enjoy, and I'll see you again soon.